What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction. Back for the first time in a long while with the Furuholmen Friday, which is to say we're going to listen to one of the tunes that Magne has put out for his upcoming album. He's releasing them one by one. Hello, Luca. Where are you? Are you coming up? I think she might be. But yes, I wanted to give a big shout out also to Shell, who sent me this shirt that you see right here, which if you can't tell, it's the Peanuts characters talking about Manhattan skyline, which, as many of you know, is still probably my all-time favorite a-ha tune. Well, she's thinking about it. But yes, we're going to listen to a track from Magne for the first time in a while, and it's called Living With Ourselves. So I like the phrasing. There's a sense of imperfection or pros and cons built into it, meaning if you're feeling good all the time and you think that everything you're doing is right and successful, then the phrase living with yourself, it doesn't really come into it. And certainly when you're talking collectively, many humans, the chances of that being the case for all of them is very unlikely. So the idea of living with yourself, I think, speaks to difficulties, imperfections, shortcomings, failures, and yet persistence, carrying on and continuing to live despite those problems, shortcomings, and ambiguities that occur over the course of any human life that lasts any duration. So yeah, Luca's very interested by the smell of this new shirt. So yeah, I like the phrasing and, building off of the White Christmas or White Xmas Lies, it feels very appropriate because that album was about holiday music instead of the typical type, meaning holiday music that is about the complications, the tensions, the conflicts, and the problems that may arise or come to mind during a period when, at least officially or more traditionally, you're supposed to be happy and celebratory and sharing with all friends and family and so on. So yeah, it feels like a title that builds off of his previous album. Let's listen to it. This is Magne, and the track is Living With Ourselves from his upcoming, I believe 2024. I believe it's supposed to be fully released by the end of the year. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, Living With Ourselves.
For every beginning, there is a land. Take us back again. Take me back. We sing like we're winning. Like this was always the plan. Watching days go by. Watching hope subside. How are we living with ourselves? Hold my hand, make me understand how
What a sweet tune. Very prescient, very socially or globally emotional. I feel like you can probably view that song on different scales. It could be something that you're talking about interpersonally on a very small scale, about getting back to some earlier place, or where have we gone wrong? What does the future hold? Is there any hope for us left? But I feel like you could definitely extrapolate that to larger levels. I feel like a lot of his tunes, there's a simple humanity to them. That's partly because of the way he sings. I know I've talked about that a lot, but I feel like that comes through as clear as ever in this one. I like the arrangement. It's appropriate that I'm wearing a shirt that has the peanuts on it because some of the keyboard work, the piano work, and just the mellow vibes of it, it reminded me of some of the piano-driven mellow music you hear in the Peanuts cartoons. But yeah, also I noticed a very groovy bass lick came through, or it was probably there earlier to enunciate better, but I noticed it particularly in the latter stages of the track. There were some string lines in there. I like the slow burn drum rolls that would lead into the next measure, and I feel like the ride cymbal, it started like every other beat, then eventually went up to like every beat, like a 1-to-1, and then by the end of the tune it was double timing on the ride cymbal. So I like the way the percussion built up a little bit over the course of the track. And again, just that image of holding hands and hoping that you can live with yourself long enough to find hope again, to find your way again, to find your way back to some previous state or back to something that is comfortable. I feel like it really came through with that visual image. So a really nice one from Mags. I'm expecting a lot of similar emotion and feeling and human simplicity over the course of the remaining tunes. It's nice that as we bring back Furuholmen Fridays, my understanding is that he's releasing these on Fridays, so they're sort of official Furuholmen Fridays, and then a week later we'll get them here on my channel. So shout out to all the folks who've been part of this journey as well as the AHA journey and any of the reaction playlists on my channel more generally. Thank you again to Shell for the shirt. I am very much appreciative to all folks who sent me gifts. This came from Michaela, Kim has sent me things, Lisa, all sorts of people who've become part of the community on this channel have contributed to not only my music collection and thus what I can go through with everybody on my channel, but they've given me material items that are, cool or related to musical interests that I have, and or supported me materially so that, I can continue to do this to the degree that I have, and maybe at some point in the future, even more significantly in terms of, having it comprise a greater majority of my income. So at the end of the day, I appreciate all the folks in the AHA family and beyond. Do let me know what you think of this, and Luca, I can't delay anymore. You are going to have to get up. No protest. A little bit of a meow. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.